How's it going, people? Liam Caddison here, and we're reacting to another episode for Buffy the Vampire Slayer with episode number 18 for Season 4. This is titled Where the Wild Things Are. Last episode, bizarre. It was very enjoyable. Yeah, Jonathan was all over the place. But I really liked what they did with the story and how it was a nice follow-up from Earshot, especially the speech that Buffy gave to Jonathan. And, us figuring out what Jonathan's been doing with him practicing this spell that would basically mold the world not too much. It just changed to the point where Jonathan was basically a good asset from to everyone's lives, and he was revered so much. So, and it was absolutely crazy, and I lived for that so much. So I really enjoyed the last episode thoroughly. So yeah, with that said, let's get into this episode for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is Where the Wild Things Are. Let's go. Seeing Buffy and Riley wailing on the vampires is amazing, and good job, Riley! Is that his first slaying? Like,
Vampire demon tag team. Who says we can't all get along?
Don't recall ever seeing that before.
Because it never happened. Vamps hate demons. It's like stripes and polka dots. Major clashing.
oh god, the bath's haunted, isn't it? Ice cream! You're not an essential business person!
Wrinkled man on TV talking about erectile dysfunction.
Whoa, hey!
Oh! No.
Here. No function problem, okay? You want sex? Let's have sex. Right here. Hot, sweaty, big sex.
Oh god. There's children outside.
There's always been great discord.
Reserve unit out during the party.
Party?
Tomorrow night, we're having a thing.
At a time like this, whose idea was that?
Mine. Boys are pretty ragged. Need to let off steam.
Point taken.
Welcome to come.
Man, much as I,
Why, so Jazz could just be at the corner again, like
I have other plans to do.
Buffy's birthday party?
What are you doing there?
I'm
Right, that thing we could squeeze in before. Yeah. Bye.
Gotta run.
You're probably going now.
Yes, thank you.
Well.
I did attend university in the Mesozoic era. I do remember what it's like.
What's going on? Oh shit! Okay, things have gotten heated.
Call him out. Get help.
That was weirdly shot.
So not me. Spilled something purpley on your new peasant top, which I would never borrow without asking. Still love me? Uh-huh.
She doesn't care.
Huh? What about my peasant top?
Uh-oh.
Nothing.
Xander was just talking about Anya.
Oh.
You were hearing things in the midst of your charm.
Demon doesn't.
Should just go do the vengeance. Both of us. You eviscerate Xander, and I'll stay true. Like a project.
Oh.
I don't know.
That was true.
I just can't. But you can go do Drew, though.
Yeah, I will.
I mean, he can do Drew.
Maybe later.
I need you to take a look at an essay for class.
That essay, right. Here. I'll catch you guys in a minute.
No, for God's sake!
I'm the one who got a D in covert ops.
Buffy's gonna get a D in
Come here. You gotta see this.
Riley-ology.
First, just put your hand.
What's the matter? I don't know. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to... Are you
This
feeling
is
okay?
something...
I'm fine. I just want to go to the bathroom.
This is something crazy that I'm going to echo out, but is the house reaching to their sexual feelings?
Hey, I know these guys from somewhere.
What a surprise! Hostel 17! Can I get you a drink? Hostel 17?
Stop.
We just throw him under the bus. Oh.
Well,
Where are you going?
To enjoy the party.
Well, then I'm staying too. Just to show you how much I'm not bothered by you having fun.
This is kind of like a Friends skit.
I'm having fun already!
Me too. Woohoo!
I'm sure they'll patch things up. It's so overdramatic, and I love it.
Very smooth cheek you have there. Do you exfoliate?
Oh God!
Whoa!
Okay, don't eat his face off.
Julie, what?
I'm sorry. I didn't.
What the hell is going on? Why is this house like this? What the fuck is going on?
Hi,
Tara,
I
it's me.
yeah. Oh shh! What the f-
is that wrong?
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
How the hell did you know? I mean, yeah. This is a weird episode.
People to safety.
Touch not the impure thing, for ye shall perish. Find salvation in the cross of our Lord and Savior.
Right.
Someone's possessed. I was gonna say, is the initiative, because this house is on top of the initiative.
and Buffy's tried to kill me more than once. And I don't fancy a single one of you at all. But actually, all that sounds pretty convincing. I wonder if Asian House is open.
Xander, let's
We
get
tried to rope
You want to
Spike
bail?
him.
Fine.
Knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man
Giles?
behind blue eyes. No one knows.
Yeah. I'm Willow right now.
Attention seems to be
Keep going, Giles. Keep going. You're rocking this.
of hours, only lonely.
Now I remember why I used to have such a crush on him.
Love is vengeance.
Well, he is pretty good.
That's never free.
He is.
His voice is pleasant.
What?
Oh, come
Hey,
on,
I'm
you
charmed,
guys-
okay?
In the midst of all that, do you really think they were keeping it up? Oh, for a different phrasing.
See, that's the thing. People always
Gave them hugs and praise when they were good and punished them when they were dirty.
Well, children will be
Wait.
children. They do like to play in the muck.
No.
didn't mean muddy dirty.
My kids didn't think I knew, but I did.
Very
And
deceptive of you.
that links to
Without
the
me, they would have
whole
been
house
shut out
being
of the
sexed
kingdom.
up.
A level and presence which threatens still more lives. You have a great deal to answer for.
I refuse to listen to this when I can smell the sin on each and every one of you.
Yeah? You smell sin? Well, let me tell you something, lady. She who smelt it dealt it.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's like what you said, but faster.
So she
Totally
abused,
crazy theorem.
hurt these...
I mean, those kids were tortured, but they weren't killed. So where are those ghosts coming from?
I believe there are.
Okay, so...
Need to work fast. Never know how long before the munchkins get homesick.
To the human battery conks out.
Watch your fingers.
Yeah, like you need some intense stamina to keep
implore you.
going.
Be still.
Don't think that's a problem, though, at the minute.
Leave our friends.
See? The Pichu!
What's happened?
Well,
We lost them.
Xander.
oh god, this is... Oh, shh.
Xander!
Oh no, Xander! Shh. And he can't... Oh my god, that's traumatic! This house. Hey!
Did you knock?
Feel shame.
My girlfriend, mistress of the learning plateau.
Really, it wasn't your fault.
It's the
You were under
script
the
speaking
influence
out.
of powerful magics.
We were like zombies. I had no control over myself at all.
Must have been horrible.
Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah, horrible.
It's bad.
Mm. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, this episode was... It was, I will say it was not really a strong episode. It had some very enjoyable moments, don't get me wrong, and I think that's the thing with Buffy episodes. They usually... This looks a bit tilted. They usually... Like, whenever you have a bad... Still looks a bit, but oh well. Whenever you have a bad kind of Buffy episode, it's not totally bad. There are some really fascinating elements to it. Like, I really loved the, well, first off, Giles singing. Yeah, okay. Like, I want a full episode with, see, a 40-minute episode of Giles singing would have sufficed over this, to be fair. And I think we can all agree with that, because Giles singing was definitely the highlight for me. Like, he's just absolutely incredible, and yeah, I need more of that in my life. But yeah, like, there were some fascinating elements, like Spike and Anya as well, reflecting on how far they've basically fallen in terms of what they used to do with Anya, and how she was able to like with her abilities and Spike and his abilities. And now that's been kind of deprived from them. And they are reflecting and just looking back on the good old days. And it was a really, really nice scene to have them to kind of reflect, given how much exposure they are given to the show. So, yeah. And I really liked the whole Xander and Anya plot as well. Them two going through a bit of a rough patch because of the fact that Anya thinks that because that they haven't had sex in a couple of days, it means the end of the world. She's still, I think she's still like integrating herself into humanity life, but she, like, you could see those feelings for Xander blossoming further, and they had a very sitcom-y, like, spit spat, like, oh, like, you know what, I'm leaving you. Yeah, you kind of had a feeling that it wasn't serious with the tone that it was being presented. It was just a little spit spat going on, but I did like seeing them two go through their difficulties, and Anya still trying to integrate herself into humanity and having those feelings, something that she's not accustomed to. So, yeah, it was really good to see that there. But yeah, it was an episode. I like it. It was weird, like, throughout the first part, and things started to make sense, like when we got to the old woman. But still, I think, like, because it definitely wasn't strong. It was one of the weaker episodes this season, and I felt like the plot was like, yeah, it fell off. And I think this episode might have fared better, maybe, if the sex element might have been removed and it was just a case of abuse, because because the old woman, she abused, and I see with the whole ghosts, I thought that she drowned them to death and was acting all sweet, and you had that magic. Oh yeah, and I killed them as well. So yeah, but she basically abused them, traumatized them for life, and the sexual energy from the teenagers like has been kind of pented up and like, I don't know, contained by these poltergeists, and now they are like releasing their energy, and it's affecting everyone in the house. So yeah, it's a weird statement to usher, but that was what was happening in this episode, and it kind of and because of Buffy and Riley constantly going at it, it kind of awoken this force, didn't it? So yeah, which like you can kind of see where it was going, but it's still a bit weird, isn't it? I don't get the vines though. I do not get the vines. That's one thing I will be adamant on. What were the vines? So yeah, but you know, I first thought like there was going to be some kind of traumatic backstory that would have followed with Taro, especially with the way she reacted to Willow. And I'm guessing this was due to one of the poltergeists and how they reacted during that time with how they had that abuse going on with their hair being cut and all that jazz, which is why Julie, I think it was, she cut her hair off because it was mimicking one of the treatments that one of the children faced. So yeah, so I was kind of scared for Tara when she reacted that way with Willow, but it got explained later on that this was all down to the idea about the old women abusing and basically traumatizing the children. So yeah, but I am a bit peeved that she did not get any like Miss Holtz did not get any ramifications due to her abuse. She was just happy to just sit there and, like, this is the thing. She could proudly tell the fact, oh yeah, I abused them. I basically left them traumatized. And now I'm gonna go back to my scones and tea, okay? Like, that's it. She got no ramifications given to her whatsoever. Like, this shit should not go untolerated. Abuse, this traumatization, especially to children. It should not be... like, it should be punished. And Miss Holt can proudly tell this story of something sickening and go back to watching Countdown, having scones, all that shit. So yeah, so I'm a bit like peeved that there was no like negative consequences to abuse, because abuse really does sting at the heart, especially and it's worse with the fact that children were involved. But hey ho. But yeah, Riley and Buffy, apart from them, yeah, it was great to see them like seemingly having things smoothed out, because of course there was that like situation where Buffy was a bit cautious regarding Riley because he had sex with Faith, although it was sex with Buffy's body, it was Faith inhabiting that, but Riley was not to know. But she's seemingly taken Jonathan's words into heart, and her and Riley, I think to say that they've patched things up would be a bit of an understatement. Yeah. But yeah, it's great to see that, you know, they patched things up. They were isolated from the rest of the world, is what I was getting with them not being able to bring brought attention to all the chaos that was happening outside the room as well. So yeah, but yeah, it was an episode. It was an episode. Like I said, I can kind of see where they were going. Like, there's this kind of rift for the the rift was basically opened further, I guess. Every time Riley and Buffy did the do. So yeah, and crazy shenanigans happened. So yeah, it was very, yeah, it was very on the nose, the whole punishing of the sex aspect as well. Like, it was, like, I felt like they really were on the nose about the whole thing. Yeah, so it was quite the episode, would be quite the understatement. But that was Buffy episode number 18 of season 4. Crazy. A weaker episode. There were enjoyable aspects to this episode. I don't know if I would say if this was as bad as Be a Bad, but it was definitely one of the weaker episodes I felt for season 4, definitely. But that was episode 18 for season 4. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check out the videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my Media Pizza channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoy this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!